Is this using the correct microphone? Okay, it appears that it is. Kombaru. Oh, why isn't the game showing up? There it is. I had a bit of technical difficulties there for a moment. Hello, Anthony. How are you? For some reason, the USB ports on the front of my computer that I usually plug my controller into decided today that they don't feel like working. So I had to plug my controller into the back of the computer. And for some reason that messed with my microphone and my sound card. So then I had to mess with that for a second. But now everything seems like it's working again. I think. As long as you can hear me, as long as you can hear the game and I can hear the game, as long as everything seems like it's working now, I think. It should be working now. Okay, good. Alright. We need to redo that boss fight that we did. Because we kind of fucked up. And by we fucked up, I mean I got distracted by talking and I forgot to push the buttons that you're supposed to push. Because if you don't push the buttons, then, you know, you don't do the thing. I forgot to push the buttons because I was too busy talking. So, wait, why do they number it like this? Like 1, 2, 3. Shouldn't it go the other way around? That's weird. Anyway, let's continue. Let's continue our journey. Yeah, let's just start from the beginning. We'll just start from the beginning of the mission. How's the game? Is this your Final Fantasy? It's one of them. I don't know. I do like 5 or I do like 10-2 a lot. 10-2 is definitely one of my favorites. I don't know if I'd say it's my favorite, though. It has my favorite combat system. The combat system in this one is the best. That's not quite the same thing, you know? Ooh. You. Turn into that one again. Though, I'm also still unclear on what button I'm actually supposed to push when the scene happens. Because all the walkthroughs I check say push X. But X is the primary button in the English version. On the Japanese version. In the Japanese version, the primary button is circle. So would that mean that it's circle in the cutscene as well? Or is it still X? I don't know. So, what happens if I push this? Me up here, but do we want... I can't remember. Is there something down on this floor? I feel like there... Yeah, there's that treasure chest at the very least, if nothing else. Then there's some people around. I think I can technically... I can leave this building and heal and save and stuff, right? I think. Since there's no save points inside here, so I'm probably gonna do that this time, once I'm done with everything I gotta do in here. That way we don't have to do this again. Even if I do mess up in the cutscene after the final boss. Lady. Well, she said words, so she doesn't appear to be dead. So that's good. I'm glad for her. Whee! Give me this treasure chest. Fuck! You're fuck! How are you? How are you, fuck? Fuck. Okay. Nothing over this way, I don't think. I love how they're just throwing the really scary enemies at us now. Pine needles. We need you to come back. We need to get back in the game. Oh my goodness. Why is the camera clipping through shit? It did not used to do this. Did the cam? Yes, the cam did. And I've been noticing it's been happening lately. And it's weird because it didn't used to do it. I don't know why it's doing it. But it should stop because it's really annoying. How dare you? I need that for things. Cameraman smoked some. It seems like the camera isn't really any closer than it used to be. It just seems like it's... stuff is... I don't know. And... like, literally no idea why it's happening, because... there hasn't been an update on this game, so nothing about it has changed. I don't know why it's doing this. Damn it. Bye-bye, doggy. We about to make a new FF creepypasta. No, wait, wrong one. Arrays, that's what we need. Stop. Okay, it missed. It missed. That's all that matters. Would you please just die, Mr. Rock? Camera zoomed in, but then you could see the better model of the PS2 game inside the mesh. God, if only. If only it were that easy. I feel like Pen 2 didn't fare as badly as 10 did in that regard. Like, the facial animations still kind of hold up in the remastered version of 10.2. It's just 10 where the facial animations are just completely botched. I don't know if it's because they felt like they needed to change the models for the 10 models more, or what, but it just seems like the animations are way worse in 10 than they are in 10.2. And then the camera zoomed in Oren's crotch and you could see his veiny peener. Wait, wrong tag. Yeah, that's not a creepypasta, that's just a good time. Woo! Oh, the spooky ghosts. I do love these enemy designs. They're one of my favorite enemy designs from 10 and 10.2. They're so extra. Okay, one more. Now we're gonna go save. And in the process, we will be healed because the save points heal us, which is something I love. That's not a creepypasta, that's a good time, Tumblr Girl 20. God. It's true, though. Yeah, I want to make a joke, but it would... Since it's about a real-life event, it might be inappropriate. Wee. But let's just say if you're familiar with creepypastas and the intersection between creepypastas and true crime, you probably know what I was going to allude to. I really wish you would stop using that move because I'm always so afraid it's not gonna miss. Speaking of jokes, I got an idea. Light bulb. Uh-oh. Oh no, what's this gonna be? Whee! Save. Heal. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. The same way I simplified Silent Hill. I don't know if simplified is the right term for what you were doing. You were definitely offering some interpretations of Silent Hill, but I don't know if they were simpler than what was actually happening in the game. If a character dies in a book, TV show, movie, or anime... Famous last words for becoming content for Wang Chan. Oh no. I don't want to do anything poop related. Which unfortunately seems like it's most of Wang's content these days, which makes me sad. Normally I like his content, but I don't want to watch videos about poop, especially not like 30+ minute long videos about poop. I don't need that. Hi, Incenda! I'll play my D fell off sound effect with a death counter on the bottom and a picture of an important character that gets killed off. Oh, wait. Blue I'm eating. I'm sorry. It's the truth, though.
アルベドの機械と融合して乗っ取ったんだ。そう言ってたろ。どうしてこんなことに。
Yeah, like, see, when they use the HD models in 10.2, their faces still look like they have facial expressions to them. They're not completely botched the way it is in 10. Like, in 10, Yuna's face doesn't look like it moves at all. It's weird. I don't like it. I don't like it. They ruined it. They need to go back and fix it. Yuna's face is like 90% cheek, like God intended. I think one of the worst ones, though, it's like Yuna, Titus, and Waka are, in my opinion, the ones that fared the absolute worst in Final Fantasy X. Like, Waka looks real bad in the HD remaster. It's a shame because he's hot. Waka, it's tragic. Yeah, it's real bad. I wish... I don't actually know if there are rips of the original PS2 versions of the characters online, because if there is, someone needs to make a mod where they just, like, retexture the original models and then mod those in place of the HD models. Because it's just, at least in the face, at least the faces, because the faces look real bad. We need some white mages up in this bitch. Heal yourself. Did HD Remake change Waka's... I'm not even gonna say it. I don't know. Check. I haven't looked very close. I know there are other things that were changed in the HD remake. Like, the other things that were changed are pretty good. Like, they added, like, little... They added a few more polygons to, like, the characters' clothes and stuff. To, like, change some of the things that were just, like, flat textures into actual 3D objects and stuff. But, like, the faces just did not make the translation very well. What if in exchange for his face in the remaster, he got a tight grip? God damn it. I'm sorry, but his face in the original was just a lot cuter. I want that face back. It was cute. And Titus looked better in the original too. I'm pretty sure they were extracted. I'm sure they were, I just don't know where. Because if I remember correct, I mean, it seems like a lot of the time, things that have been ripped don't make it onto the model resource, which I don't understand why. It's weird that, like, a lot of the time it's easier to find that shit on DeviantArt more than anything else. Why the fuck is it on DeviantArt? No. 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 Everyone, this is very bad. Everyone get back up. Just look for Final Fantasy X MMD. Every game is in MMD. Everyone, stay alive. Bring back pain. Shit. X potion, I guess. How much longer are you going to be alive, horse? I would prefer if the answer was not very. You're getting kind of annoying. Hello, Gamer Doji. How are you? There we go. Alright, now to figure out what button I'm actually supposed to push in this cutscene. You are a dead horse. Kind of.
Mata na da yo. この人どうなってんのかな。
降りてみれば。
やだ、絶対やだ。
とても深くて、たとえこの中に全ての秘密が隠されていたとしても、決して踏み込んではいけない。自然とそんな気になるんだ。
Every Pride Month, by the way, I've been hiding like a turtle. Oh no! Falling slowly. Anyway, why have you been hiding like a turtle? Hello, SBT. How is everybody doing? Okay, I have to pay attention to what she says. My sanctuary. I like the Japanese version of that song better.
ああ、聞こえるんだね。
どこにいるの？
ここだよ。
Damn, look at that early 2000s fluid simulation. Looks so chunky. So this is the America dream. I've been feeling like a simp lately for people that don't exist, but it's not exactly a bad thing according to some, but I just feel ashamed of myself for being in love with fictional characters. I mean, look, I don't think any of us are here because we're not in love with fictional characters. Let's be real here. You certainly aren't going to be judged for that here. I would make a dot hack reference, but ain't no one gonna get it.
本当に君なの？
Getting ready to go to a show? What kind of show?
シュウインさんずっと待っていたよ。レン。
レンじゃないっす。
ねえレン。二人一緒に消えたのに俺だけが目覚めてしまった。一人で君を探してたんだ。さまよううちに気がついてスピラはまるで変わってない。相変わらずつまらないことで争って死んでる。
A free concert? What kind of concert? What kind of music will you be listening to?
だから決めたい。
Sayaka Maizono? Oh, the Sayaka Maizono guy.
デグナガンって跡形もなく消してやる。
I watched the documentary about him.
力を貸してよ。レン。
Truly a man after my own heart. That's the kind of environment I want to live in. Just wake up in a big fancy house with just anime pictures plastered all over everything.
入ってくる。ねえ、誰の気持ち？レン？
Also, I went to an anime convention. It was lit. Which convention did you... Well, if you don't feel comfortable talking about where exactly it was, that's fine. But I hope you had a lot of fun. I'm so close to being done with his fan art. Just don't know. Post it. Oh? Who are you doing fan art of? See if I can make some extra pocket change through Uber. I don't actually know if I know anyone who's ever done that. I know a lot of people do like Uber and Lyft and like DoorDash and stuff like that for extra money, but I don't know if I've ever known anyone to actually do it, now that I think about it. I met Toph, the Toph. Oh, like the voice actress for Toph? Because that would be pretty cool. I do like Toph. Toph is one of my favorite characters from that show. MomoCon. I don't think I've ever heard of that one. But in Atlanta?
俺はこれだけ。
何？
Why are you guys giving me rocks?
冗談だって。とにかくパイに渡してくれ。
どういう関係？
複雑な四角関係。
What does that have to do with the guy that kind of looks like my dead boyfriend?
あんたは地上を頼む。
I got two swords style, bish. Neat. That's something I've always told myself I was gonna do when I was a kid, but I never actually did. I never actually bought a sword. You guys think I should buy a sword? I wouldn't have any use for it, but like, should I buy one anyway? I guess I don't really have a use for like most of the things I buy. I just kind of buy them because I want them. Hey, Yuna, you're the one chosen to make the supreme anal beads. Those are some big-ass anal beads, goddamn. Is Orin using them? Is Waka using them? I'd like to watch them use anal beads that are that big. That would be fun. Anyway. Okay, I have to make sure to pay attention during this cutscene. Hold on, guys. I promise. I gotta make sure I don't fuck up this time.
でも、何よりなんかムカつき。人が混乱してるところに次から次へと。もうここどこ？
Say it. I mean, I agree, but that's not what I'm waiting for.
一人ぼっちだよ。
Okay. So. Okay, yes. Circle. It's circle.
どこ?
Yeah, yeah, do it. Do it. Do it. Woo! Okay. Okay. You gonna buy a sword that's an umbrella? Are you gonna buy a heavy-duty sword cane? Story level 3 complete. I made a sword once with PVC. I cut myself a lot. God damn it. Yet. ここまでをセーブしますか? Hi. All right. We are officially in the 4th of 5 story blocks. So you could think of it like we're starting the this is the climax section of the game. This is not the end of the game. This is the point before the end of the game. We are entering. This is the pre. God damn it. You said Yuna is going to shove the sphere-made anal beads in someone. Hi, Rabiel. You came in while we were having several very strange conversations all at the same time. I hope you're not scared away. Please don't leave.
あのドレス着てた人、1000年前にね。なんで黙ってたのさ。聞かれてないし、分かったのは名前だけ。話す意味。
I think those are self-explanatory. Okay. As long as you aren't scared away, that's the important thing.
つながっていた。
じゃあさ、シューインってやつがユーナのことをレンって呼んだのは、
ユーナのドレスフィアのせい。
確かなことは言えないし。
Rabiel, part of the ship, part of the crew.
だからって俺たちに何ができる?
Who's getting pegged though? That's a good question.
とりあえずあいつらに任せておこう。
I mean, probably. Well, I would say Tidus. Since, as we all know, according to the memes, Tidus is actually in love with Waka. Or, no. I guess it's more like Waka is in love with Tidus. And Tidus may or may not reciprocate, and also Yuna ships it. So I don't know who's getting pegged. That's a good question. Wait, we need to explore the ship. 'Cause...
ユーナ、ユーナ。
何?
あのさ、シューインってやつ、会ってみてどうだった？
似ているのは顔だけね。
Anyway, bye! Let's see. Where do we want to go first? Engine room. Cabin, or the top of the ship? Let's go to the engine room. Always gotta go to the engine room. Treasure chests. And they change every chapter. So even if we've already opened them, there's new items every time a new chapter starts. So we gotta come in here. And I am still 100% convinced that this was probably originally intended to go somewhere, and they just didn't have any more rooms to put in the ship, so it just kind of goes nowhere instead. But otherwise, what the fuck are those stairs doing there? Let's see. Let's go to the cabin. I looked up the Sayaka Maizono guy. Bro turned a character that is in the game for half of one chapter into a religion. Yeah, but that's the great. If you watch the documentary about him, he's much more self-aware about the situation than a lot of people seem to think. Like he knows that being obsessed with a character who's only in it that long is goofy, and he became obsessed with her despite having never actually played the first Danganronpa game. He just was like, oh, I like her design, and so I'm gonna make a cutout of her. And then when he found out that she was only in the game for so long, he was like, oh, well then I'm gonna lean into this, because everyone thinks I'm crazy for obsessing over this girl who was only in the game for so long. So I'm going to lean into the cringe, because people think cringe content is funny. And so I'm going to make increasingly weirder stuff, and people are going to think that, like, I'm a legitimately crazy person, when really I just want to make content that makes people laugh, and if this makes people laugh, then I'm going to do it. So I honestly think he's pretty fucking cool. And then when I found out why he has as much expendable income as he does that he can dedicate to this, I was legitimately just so fucking flabbergasted. Was it the guy who has the Misato cardboard cutout? Yes, it's the same guy who has that. He also has some of a bunch of Hololive girls, a bunch of other anime girls, and then he actually has a room in his house that's dedicated to, like, his own original things, which are not anime inspired at all, and they're honestly really creepy. Like, they're like these collage things made out of photos, because the dude is legitimately actually very creative. Like, he's actually genuinely a very creative person. He just does the weird anime bullshit because he does like anime, and he knows that people are going to respond to the cringy waifu content, and so he makes that because he knows it's what's going to get attention and entertain people, and that's what he wants to do. So that's what he does. Does he get paid to be goofy as fuck? No, but that is his goal. His goal is to get paid for being goofy as fuck, but that's not where his income comes from right now. But that is his goal eventually. Where's his income? So I would definitely not follow. You don't have to worry about that. Because whether you interact with it or not, the money's already there. Let's put it that way. Nick Robinson has a documentary about him now that you can watch, that you can learn about his family lineage if you would like to learn about that kind of stuff. Stock market? No, not quite.
こう見えても結構楽しんでるけど。
だよねだよね
ユーノの方はどうなんだ？やめちゃうのか？
オンハヨ様ハミ！
安部豊根田よさねうんが
言うな。
通信スフィア
So I need to be rich to be rich. Well,
どこも混乱中。
having rich parents definitely helps, but like, to be fair, being rich is, coming from a rich family is why he is able to have a big house. I'm broke is an unfunny joke. I mean, I get that. Me too. All right.
通信スフィア見る。
Yes, let's see if... Yes, in my initial playthrough of the game, where I was trying to get 100% completion in a single playthrough the first time I ever played this game, this is the part where I kept fucking up, was anytime I checked these monitor spheres.
なんとか
Like,
リサイドの様子はどう？
there were certain scenes that are supposed to happen, and most of them would happen, but the one scene that was supposed to happen involving the young Ronsos never happened, and that is why I'll always blame them, and I'll never forgive them, and I will hate them until the day I die. Even though I know it's not actually their fault, I blame them.
新エボン島の議長が行方不明になったって噂も聞くし、よくわからねえが、まずいことになってんのか？
うんどこも混乱してるみたい。
わかった。まああれだ。様子はともかくビサイドのことは心配すんな。俺がきっちり面倒見とく。しっかりしねえとルーに叱られちまうからな。
ありがとう、ワッカさん。
R1 zooms, or it kind of changes the level of the zoom. And then Modoru at stop. I'm assuming that means stop. I don't think anything else happens from this point other than we just kind of stare at Waka until he decides to go somewhere else. Waka's recording his casting tape. Cough, cough. If only. But yes, all of these spheres that we were watching Shinra install around Spira, and now we can use them to watch different things at different points in the game. Although some of them, as you can see, some of them are not being left alone by the denizens, as this one has been stolen by Donna, who is now using it to vent her frustrations.
ご覧の通り。ヌージが姿を消した途端、みんな右往左往ね。
Which I think is a nice touch. I enjoy this. Like,
早くも新しいリーダーを探してるわ。
I like that, like, you get to see Shinra installing these when you visit the different locations, and then, like, after he's installed them, as the story progresses, when you interact with them, they don't stay the same. They change
これ以上混乱が広がらないように。
to reflect the story and reflect, like, what's changing with the different people in the world. That's one of the things that I feel like 10 and 10-2 does a lot better than the Final Fantasies that come before them, even though 10 is in a lot of ways kind of the start of a lot of the things that I don't like about Final Fantasy nowadays. The one thing I do like about it a lot is that it has a lot of, like, that world building detail with its NPCs, and I really, really appreciate it. OMG, did YouTube censor that? Lamau. Wait, what did it censor? What did it censor? I'm not seeing anything you said in one chat that isn't appearing in the other one. It looks like it all showed up. Did it censor something out of even the live chat? I have the live chat open. Oh, maybe we didn't install the Luca one. We must have missed that one. Good thing we're not going for 100% completion. I think no one want to know that, Blue. Why? Shinra invented TikTok. Hi, friend. Oh, your face does not look very good up close. The texture for your face doesn't even change when you talk, so your lip just kind of stretches. You're even more unfortunate than the other low poly face characters. I only downloaded it to follow hot men, and I have never even downloaded TikTok. And I probably never will at this point. I've heard far too many horrible things about it. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, haha, wouldn't it be great if they censored TikTok? Because as much as I hate TikTok, like, let's be real, the whole reason why, you know, Congress is trying to shut down TikTok is for the same reason that they're trying to control, like, everything else because they're terrible. Maybe it's not that we didn't install these ones. Maybe it's just that we have to... Because I know we installed a bunch of those. But, like, even though I still believe that TikTok should not be shut down or anything like that, I still have no real interest in joining or using it, just because I've seen far too many dog shit takes come from that website. I've heard a lot of horrible things about, like, people actually using the website to... Oh, apparently he decided we were not allowed to use that anymore. Oh, but we can still connect to it. Oh, nope, he shut it off. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I like about it, is that, like, it actually reflects, you know... It cannot be that we did not install these, right? We installed them, right? Idol. I think it's just saying that it's not, that the sphere isn't booting up. Yeah. People says it does not appear that the sphere is activated. So hopefully that means we did still actually get all of them installed. Because even though I'm not trying for 100% completion, I would at least like to, like, you know, look through them for, you know, a little bit more story content. Because I do, like I said, I appreciate the world building and character development that the citizens of Spira go through. It's one of my favorite things about Final Fantasy X and X-2 is that, like, there's a lot more attention to that than there was in previous Final Fantasies.
それにキップルまで行方不明と。有力グループのリーダーが全員消えちまったんだ。何にも知らない連中は不安がったり怯えたりだ。
Do you say Araoka?
同士の対立が深まる。
Who's that? I don't think I know who that is.
そしてベグナガンは
Let me do a quick Googling.
周囲の手の内だ。
キップルたちはあれをぶっ壊そうとしてるのかな。
かもね。
すっきりしないなもう。じゃあ私たちはどうするっての。
異界でヌージさんに言われたんだ。あんたは地上を頼む。
Oh, him!
そんなこと言われてもって感じだよね。
Okay, I do know him, I just didn't know his name.
そんな人に変わったつも
But
りだった
yes,
け
he
ど
is.
なんていう
He is a fine
か言われま
specimen.
した。頼まれた
He is,
なんとかします
he's very, he's good. He's very, very good.
よーし、だとベグナン、命をかけてスピラを守れ。
Am I able to, like, drag and drop images?
できることがあると思うんだ。
例えば、
リーダーがいなく
As if I am?
バラバラだからみんなの心を一つにするとか。
そうそうそういうの賛成。あって何すんの。
Hold on. Let me find some good examples.
おお、それだ。ユーナの
This is
スピラを虜にするのだ。
すごい。
this is a good one. This is a good. Ooh, 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 ooh. Wait, is that really him? Is that him?
原稿画だな。
カモメ団。発進。
君を探して。
Because hot damn,
でもつながる先に君はいない。
hot
それでも
hot
私
hot
旅してみ
damn.
たいんだ。つながる先を確かめたいよ。 君がいなくても
There we go.
通信スフィア見る。新しい通信どんどん。
Hold on. OMG, I can. Oh my god, I can. I can just drag and drop these images. Continue? Yes. Look at this man. Look at him. That's where he goes now. There we go. And then, just to show off these other two, bam. And this one was animated. Come on. Okay. Open image in new tab. Well, that. There we go. There we go. Will that let me? Yes. Yes. There we go. Hold on. Properties? No. Filter. Where's the crop? Left 500. $800. No. 750. 760. 780. There we go. 780. 100. 50. 300. No. There we go. There we go. Be careful what you show. Okay, you're right. I probably shouldn't show that one GIF on here. As nice as it is. Alright. We're gonna have to take all these things away, but I just wanted to bring them up so that everyone could see. Now that I know who we're talking about. That one I'm gonna leave. These two, on the other hand, as much as I love them, I'm gonna leave. Just because can't trust YouTube with anything, since now the entire internet has to be fucking Neopets forum from 2005. Thanks, social media. Alright. Alright, let's continue. Let's see, what are we doing?
ユーナがシンと戦う時、スピラ中が祈りの歌を歌ったろ。私もだ。あの頃、仲間がバラバラになって一人だったけど、歌う間は信じられた。
I think right now we're just supposed to talk to everyone else so that we can figure out that the next thing we're doing is we're gonna put on a concert to save the world. Because there is a reason why this game is so popular with the gays. Alright, hold on. Let's finish talking to literally everyone.
通信スフィア
Okay, no. What's Neopets again? Neopets was a forum slash online game. It was kind of like an MMO, sort of. But I don't think there's a way to just talk to Shinra, unfortunately. Are there any treasure spheres that have important things that we need to watch? We do have the Akagi videos, but those are kind of hard to really understand without the full context. They're kind of like this game's version of the Ansem reports, because after Kingdom Hearts 1 came out and the Ansem reports were there and they were really awesome, Square started doing Ansem reports in like all their fucking games, including Kingdom Hearts 2, immediately ruining everything that made the Ansem reports good in the first place. About that. I just like murder in harmony. Looks like straight up at. Oh yeah, it's bad. The art in Neopets is very bad. The Neopets themselves are all very unappealing looking. Just very bad.
Oh yeah.
How do I make Kengo not look like he's pregnant? Out of context thoughts chat will never understand. That's kind of the hard thing with chubby dude characters, because it's like with cartoon characters you want to simplify things to make them look more appealing in the more simplified style, but when you simplify a fat belly, it becomes more round and balloon-like, which inevitably makes them look pregnant. So, But anyway, what I mean by that is that on Neopets forum there was like auto like censorship because it was a website for kids. And so if in order to prevent anyone from saying anything that, you know, would get parents being like, you know, oh, my kid was on this website and they saw this, that, and the other word, they had like automatic systems that like prevented certain words from being said and would filter them out and stuff. And so everything on that website was highly regulated because it was for children. Whereas most other websites that you went to were not as heavily regulated. And if people got banned or had their content taken off of those websites, it was due to manual review. Things were not handled by bots because the understanding was that, you know, adults are using these websites. And so, you know, if you see something that is not to your liking, you can ignore it. After you, like, if you believe that it needs to be taken down, you can report it and then just not interact with it until it has been manually reviewed and then removed from the website. But because now so many people are using the internet and they're all concentrated on a very small number of websites, that has become untenable. And so now everything is mediated by bots. Everything, even websites that are almost exclusively used by adults, are mediated by bots who do not have the capacity to understand nuance, and so everything has to be fucking terrible. Does anyone remember Habbo? I remember Habbo, even though I never used Habbo. I do remember it. So, Pop Tropica and Club Penguin. It was very much like those websites, yes. Alright. We're going to do... Oh, no, wait. We're not doing the concert yet. I think we're getting totally involved in the concert. I do remember Habbo, even though I never used it, because should I be pronouncing it different? I've always thought it was Habbo. Everyone I always talked to about it always pronounced it Habbo. But yes, I do know of Habbo Hotel, even though I never used it, because that was one of the websites. It sounds like something in Portuguese. God damn it, what doesn't sound like something in Portuguese? But anyway, so I do remember that website because that's one of the websites that had some 4chan stuff go down on it that I'm not going to discuss very heavily. Back in the day when I used 4chan, because that was the only place where you could discuss Bara, as we have come to start calling it these days. Okay, y'all do not need to... Well, no, you can stay back. But y'all do not need to be white mages anymore. Camera, please don't do anything weird anymore. Please just be normal. Okay. Seems like the camera's being normal now, because it's not clipping through the horn anymore or her face. So, that's a good sign. So am I to assume that, since you brought up Habbo Hotel, that you actually used Habbo Hotel? Because I did not. I only know of it through the cultural osmosis of 4chan making jokes about the pool being closed. It was somewhat popular here. Honestly, I feel like in the grand scheme of things, Habbo Hotel, or Habbo Hotel, however you want to pronounce it, I feel like it was not that popular in English-speaking parts of the world, in spite of the 4chan thing. I feel like things like Neopets and Club Penguin and stuff like that were definitely way more popular. Like the only reason I knew about Habbo Hotel at all was because of the 4chan raids and the pools closed and all the memes and shit. Whereas like I knew about things like Club Penguin because like I would hear people talk about them, and I knew about Neopets because one of my friends was trying to get me to play it, and I was like, I don't want to play this. These things are ugly. But like Habbo Hotel, I didn't know anyone who interacted with it at all. I never knew anyone who played it. I never heard anyone talk about it. I never saw ads for it or anything. It was popular at the time when home internet was not common or fast. Yeah. In America, that was the point where home internet, as in like not on your phone, because smartphones weren't a thing, but like home internet was starting to become popular, but it still was not fast. Like most people were still using dial-up, and like high speed was something that you only ever got to experience like if you went to like a college campus or something like that. Hey guys, what are we doing? Can I actually go over here? Is this... I forgot to ask, but I've been starting streaming, and how the fuck can one have energy? That's a very good question. For me, it helps to take ADHD medication. So, if you have ADHD, or, are first, that did look off. I noticed that too. That camera angle made it look like the entire world disappeared, but it was just that the skybox looks kind of funky. But, that was a joke, but also accurate. It really is, like, because, like, before I talked to my doctor about, the fact that I was pretty sure I had ADHD, I was a lot more lethargic, and since I've been on my ADHD medication, it has helped me to not be so lethargic, to like stay awake longer, have more energy when I am awake, on top of the other benefits of just in general, you know, helping with my concentration and stuff, and helping me to like not lose motivation when I'm able to get it. But ironically, that's also why if I ever go to Japan, I have to get a different medication while I'm there, because the medication I'm on is classified as meth in Japan. So if I go to Japan and take my medication with me, I am smuggling meth into the country, according to Japanese law. And I can get arrested. People have been arrested for it. So I actually had to talk to my doctor about that recently, because I was like, hey, this medication does work for me really well, but I'm a huge nerd and I love Japan. And I really want to go to... I had a lot of fun the one time I visited Japan, and I really want to do it again. And I want to be able to do it, you know, more frequently. And, you know, I want that to become like a regular part of my life, because I had a lot of fun when I did it. But this medication I'm on right now, I can't take to Japan without getting arrested. And thankfully he was like, well, what we can do is like a month before you go, we can like put you on a different medication that doesn't fall under that classification, and like we can spend a month with you on that medication, see how it works for you, and as long as there aren't any adverse side effects, we can put you on that medication when you go to Japan. And then we can just, you know, every time you go to Japan, we'll put you on that medication while you're there, and then when you come back, then you can go back on your regular medication. I'm like, oh, okay, we can do that then. Yeah, that sounds good. Smuggling heavy drugs across the sea like the old times. I don't want to get arrested. I'm sorry. I have no interest in getting arrested. I mean, I'm scared of going to Japan still. You really shouldn't be. Like, as long as you go to... Well, I guess it depends on how comfortable you are speaking English. But, like, as long as you're only going to Tokyo, you can get by pretty well with just English. There's a lot of English around, and especially with like apps and shit, it's pretty easy to like find your way around. The only important thing is one thing that I didn't do that I will be doing in the future, which it wasn't an issue when I went, but the only reason it wasn't an issue was because I was visiting someone else. But in the future I won't be visiting someone else, I'll just be going on my own. Is make sure to have some sort of pocket Wi-Fi, because Wi-Fi is very scarce in Japan, and you need Wi-Fi in order to get like apps to figure out where the fuck you're going and stuff like that. But as long as you get like a pocket Wi-Fi thing so that you can actually have internet access, then Tokyo in particular is not that bad. There's a decent amount of English there. And then as long as you have your smartphone with you, you'll be fine. Sir? Sir? Sir, are you okay? I don't know how Tobali is. I don't even know where he went. There's just so many things there, and I'm like scared of getting overwhelmed. I guess I can understand that. I don't know. Personally, I did not find it all that overwhelming. The only thing that ever really worried me was like, because I didn't have a pocket Wi-Fi thing with me, and I kind of did have to rely on the person who I was with to like make sure that I got to the places that I needed to go to. Like, I was worried about like losing him you know, because then I wouldn't know how to get home and shit like that. But like, I'm easy to panic among crowds. I don't know. Crowds in Japan are really different though. At least, I don't know. I found that like the things that make me anxious about like large groups of people and stuff like that aren't really as prevalent in Japan, because like everyone's keeping to their own stuff. They're not really getting up in your business. So as long as like you're not being loud and getting in their business, they don't really care. So anyway, so to me, the important thing is like, make sure that you have pocket Wi-Fi. And go with someone who you feel comfortable with. And as long as you stick with your group of people who you're there with, and as long as you guys maintain access to the internet so that you can keep track of where you are and where you need to go, it's not that bad. And people there are honestly really polite. Like honestly, the few times like got the people like legitimately the people there are so fucking polite. It's insane. Like anytime that we had to stop people and ask them for directions, like any time that we had to stop people and ask them for directions, they were always so accommodating. Every single time they were so willing to like tell us where we needed to go, and they were nice about it. They were never mean about it. Like one time, the guy I was with, he was asking a lady who like, she was out sweeping in front of her shop stuff while I was like kind of playing with a stray cat that was kind of hanging out in the area. And like he had started talking to her to like figure out directions and stuff, but like they just started having a conversation. Like people there are so polite and nice. It's incredible. Like that doesn't mean that like I don't necessarily know if it's like correct to say that they're friendly, because it's like they aren't like looking to become friends with you and stuff like that. But like they want whatever interactions they have with you to be pleasant. They don't want to be mad at you. They don't want you to be mad at them. They want to just, you know, make the situation as amicable as possible for everyone involved. And it's so refreshing. As someone who's very used to how high strung and in everyone else's business everyone is in like America, it's so nice to go to a place where like people are not going out of their way to try to be a part of your life, but if they have to be a part of your life, they're like, okay, I'll be polite and I'll make this as pleasant for everyone involved as possible. so that once we leave this situation, none of us are upset. And it's so desirable, and I wish that it could be like that here. Since people there don't want to stand out, they don't want to make a bad impression. Yeah, that really is. Yeah, that is. It is very nice. It's very. I miss it. I want to visit again really bad. It feels good to be there. Well, do they have freedom? Yes and no. Like, I'm not gonna say that there aren't things about Japanese culture that make me sad. Although, good news on that front. I can't. What region of it? Okay, I guess we do have to take the shoe puff across the water. But, one of the regions in Japan recently, ruled that, the ban on same-sex marriage was unconstitutional, so, like, which was one of the big tipping points in America in terms of, like, making gay marriage legal in the United States was, rulings that attempts to make it impossible to make it legal were unconstitutional. So that's a good sign. But even though Japan is much slower to adopt things like, you know, acceptance of LGBT stuff and like gay marriage and stuff like that, one of the good things that comes from like the social conscious and, you know, communal mindset, the collectivist mindset that's really common in Japan is that, like, even though, you know, the country has been slow to accept things like gay marriage and stuff, like, hate crimes against gay people have never really been a thing. At least nowhere near on the scale that they are in, like, the United States or other countries where they're like, yeah, gay marriage is legal here. But, like, even after that, we've also had, like, incredibly bad, like, mass shootings in, like, gay clubs and stuff like that. And it's like, that kind of stuff just doesn't really happen in Japan, so it's like, there's a give and take to it, unfortunately. Like, yeah, the country's been slower to legalize gay marriage, but people aren't getting murdered nearly as often, so I don't know. I feel like it's kind of a trade-off, unfortunately. I feel like Japanese people are, like, legit chill with it all because they're mostly so easy to accommodate with new things or terms among society. Only with the exception of some, but yeah, most of them. Yeah, honestly, it's mostly the, like, the much older generation in Japan is, like, the only people who are really against same-sex marriage and stuff like that. But even then, something that you notice about the people who are in air quotes against same-sex marriage in Japan is that they're not against it the way people who are against it in America are against it. because gay people, or because people in America who are against gay marriage, they're against it and like actively, very actively and strongly opposed to it. They believe it is a sin. They believe that they have to do everything in their power to keep it illegal or make it illegal or whatever. People in Japan who are, air quotes, against it are more of the mindset they're like, well, I'm not going to work to make this legal. And if I'm voting on things, I'm not going to vote in favor of it. I might even vote against it. But if it ever becomes legal, oh well. It doesn't really affect me all that much in the long run, so I don't care all that much. Like, the pushback is a lot less hateful, I guess. And then, like, among the younger generation of people, it's just like, the younger generation, Japan overall is pretty accepting of it. Like, they don't really have anything against it. Wasn't Japan more chill with gay people before the introduction of Christian? Yeah. It was, there's a lot of other things in, that in Japan were, actually pretty, like, they weren't as frowned upon before, white people started showing up, basically. And because the Westerners who started showing up were like, oh, we don't approve of this, we don't approve of this, we don't approve of this. Japanese people were like, yeah, we totally don't approve of those things either. And so... which isn't to say that, like, everything about Japan in those days was great. Obviously it wasn't. Sexism was still a pretty prominent thing, but... like, Japan's problems were kind of made worse by the introduction of Western society. I just need to go see it myself, I guess. It is very cool. I like it a lot. I want to go Yato Fest sometime. It just happened. I didn't get to go this year. Hopefully next year I'll get to go. I want to go and buy a whole bunch of shit at Yato Fest. And then I want to go to Big Gym again and buy a whole bunch of shit there. God, I love Big Gym. I want to go to Yato Fest so bad. I've never been there. And so many artists that I like go there and sell their stuff, and I want to buy stuff. I want to go to Yato Fest. Yuta Papa went to Yato Fest. I'm very jealous of him. I'm sure that Osu Papa and Hawa Papa both went to Yato Fest too. But I know Yuta went to Yato Fest because I was talking to him about it. Ugh, enemy is gross looking. Is this one of the new ones that they made specifically for this game? Because it's not that familiar looking. Or maybe it's just from this angle I'm not familiar with it. This has to be one of the ones that they made specifically for this game. But, like, I don't want to say it right now, but sometimes I do look like a motherfucking K-pop idol or some shit, and I don't know if I will have the vibe, like, you know, I know it's a me thing, so. Am I supposed to go this way? So the difficulty of this enemy is that he's gonna block half the screen. Yeah. But, like, it's not just me, right? I don't remember that enemy. And I've beaten 10 and 10-2 before, so... I've beaten 10 and 10-2 multiple times before, and I don't remember that enemy. If we're gonna get a fucking Final Fantasy creepypasta about anything, it's gonna be about that enemy that I don't know. Casting haste on yourself? You bastard. I need to pester you about Yato Fest some more. So to complete her lesbian transformation, Yuna has to hold 2 ginormous balls and form anal beads. No, what she needs to do is she needs to finish her Waka X Titus Dojin, because as we all know, 90% of yaoi fangirls are actually lesbians. IDK, how with all of these outfits, they didn't add one based on Waka's ball and call it the beach episode. Well, they did have the hot springs scene, which was the other famous anime cliche, is the hot springs episode. Walk on a speedo. God. If only. Waka is so hot. I know I say that a lot, but he's one of my absolute favorite Final Fantasy men based purely on design. Like, just looks alone. I love that man's design so much. He's so good looking. That's another thing that's great about Final Fantasy X, though, is that there's a lot of men wearing revealing clothing. Which I guess makes sense. It is a tropical inspired fantasy world, so everyone's showing off a little more skin than you're used to. Well, now he's gonna be a father, and that adds like a multiplier to his appeal. I know. It really does. Why do we all want to fuck dad so bad? Like, why is that just every gay man? Like, we all want to have sex with fathers. What is it? What is it about us? Why do you look like that, sir? I really do feel like this is one of, like, the 2 enemies that were actually made for this game. The other one is, like, the fucking machine gun snakes. Other than the bosses, obviously. There's a lot more original bosses in this game, most of whom are actually human characters, but, you know. Lana voice daddy issues. I'm sure it's nothing psychological, side eyes. Totally. Nobody know. No. Wait, did he go into Guado Salam? He didn't go into Guado Salam, did he? Alright, I'm gonna go across the water one more time. Like, the straights can have their moms and we can swoop their dads. Wouldn't society be better that way? I agree. I'm sure the lesbians will be sad that they don't get the moms, but I'm sure they'll find a way to make do. Tobly, did you come back here? Looks like he didn't. I guess I am gonna go to Guado Salam and see if he's in there. I didn't originally go in there because I assumed he couldn't possibly have gone into Guado Salam, but it's starting to seem like maybe he did. Guado Salon makes your head look like a tree. No, no. You know, in much the same way that the HD remaster of Silent Hill 2 ruins the illusion by showing you that the boat you are riding in is just sitting in a small square of water that is not an actual lake, the HD remaster of this game breaks the illusion of the shoe puffs walking across the water by making it clear that their legs are not moving. Still can't get over how thick that dino tail is. Yeah, it would murder you if it hit you. Ow. He's using the water current, don't worry about it. Despite keeping his legs completely still and planted on the bottom of the lake, he is still able to glide across from the water current. Okay, run away, Mr. Chocobo. Goodbye. let's check our abilities. We haven't done that in a while. Okay, she's still... Oh, you're getting pretty close to learning that. Neat. And you're learning... You're still learning counter. Good. And you're getting pretty close to learning it. What are you learning? Nah, you'll stick with learning what you learned already. Only the true avatar can master all 4 elements, including Jesus skiing. Oh my god. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I didn't say anything that was outside the Bible. I spoke his name in vain. To be fair, my very existence pisses off Jesus, because I'm one of those kind of atheists. Ah, damn it, all I had to do was walk a few feet further. I never would have had to deal with any of this. We could have avoided another game crash. Who am I kidding? It probably would have still managed to crash a few minutes later anyway. Why are you speaking French now?
となるといかがです雷平原あそこならそれもいくらでも
どうやって客を集めるかだな。
ウィウィお任せください。用意しますよ宣伝チーム。お前たち
Damn it, SBT. I hope you're proud of yourself, Onyx.
いいのか任せて。
It still fucks me up that his voice sounds like Ryota. This motherfucker and his wee wee. Alright. Sirs. I feel like there was a reason for this. I forget what it was, though. Oh, I think they're like going out to let people know about the fact that we're gonna put on a concert. Is that what it was? I think that's what they're doing. Because otherwise, I don't know why we're throwing these guys off our boat.
ステージに設置する超大型スフィアスクリーンの設計。ユーナの姿を投影すれば、後ろの方からもよく。
Kid, are you jacking into the Matrix?
シンラ君の発明？
ふふん。
Are you playing the dot hack?
順調。結構通信入ってるし。
すごいね。
ふふふん。
You just whip your pee your wee wee out like that. It's inappropriate. I just said pee pee because I knew what you were trying to say. She was trapped in the cock bubble. Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Wait, Riku? Where did you go? Is there some kind of scene we're supposed to unlock with you somewhere else on the ship? Must be. You must be hiding somewhere else. Let's check the engine room first, because I have a feeling that's not where you are. So let's get that out of the way first. I have a feeling you're probably either in the cabin area or on the top of the ship watching the Hypello commit suicide off the top of our boat. I probably shouldn't have said that word because we're on YouTube and everywhere is the fucking Neopets forum nowadays. Okay, yeah. Practicing! It's time for us to practice for the concert. Is everyone ready? I hate this minigame. I love rhythm games, but this one's bad. Shinra is about to obtain his stand to capitalism. It has been bugging me, but what is with this ADHD of a bug? Okay. My answer to you is, I don't know. The HD remaster of 10 and 10.2 just has a lot of problems. Sometimes it just crashes randomly, and sometimes the FMVs don't like to play properly. Instead, they like to play a green screen instead of the actual FMV video. I think both of them are caused by the same problem, because I used to get the green screen problem, and then I installed a patch that is supposed to fix the green screen problem, and then after I installed that patch, that's when they started crashing more often. So I think the crashes and the FMVs not playing properly are caused by the same issue. I don't know how to fix the issue. I have not actually found a solution for this. Could it be a RAM issue? It probably is a RAM issue. Because the patch I installed was specifically supposed to address a RAM issue, which people assumed was the cause of the problem. And it does seem to have fixed the green screen issue for me. But now I just have to deal with crashes all the time. It's always a RAM issue. Honestly, you're not wrong. God, I can't remember how to do this. I cannot remember how to do this.
ほらユーナも着替えて
Oh my god. I think I'm just supposed to hit the same buttons. This is not a good rhythm game. Please tell me this means I don't have to do it again. Because I hate it.
もうすぐだね。お客さん来てくれるか
そりゃ来るでしょ雷平原埋まっちゃうよでもさ何
This looks so awkward. Who made this? The sounds, I can't. It is very much a PS2 era Final Fantasy minigame.
な？ララララララララ。
I am genuinely excited for the concert scene though, because this song is fucking gorgeous. I love Thousand Words. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous in Japanese. It's gorgeous in English. I don't fucking care which version you listen to. Both versions of the song are fucking gorgeous.
だと思う。どんな人かはわからないけど、
Still more effort than TikTok dances.
彼女が何を感じていたのか。思いの。さあ、かけらだね。
レンの思いのかけらをつないでユーナンの歌を作り出すそんな感じ
お、リュック詩人だね。
へへーん
もうすぐ到着するよ。私たちだけ先に降ろして飛空艇であちこちの客を運ぶってさ。
しばらく飛空艇に戻れないんだ。
そういうこと。
Is this it though? Are we actually gonna do the scene? Is it time?
通信数比
雷平原上空だ着陸するか
All right. Is everyone ready? Even if you've seen this scene in the English version, it actually happens different in the Japanese version. Because they changed it for the English version to match up more with how the English version of the song's production sounds a bit different.
お歌の用意いいですか？
なんとか。そっちは？
Oh, wait, I think we have to fight a dragon first. I forgot.
魔物のお客はご遠慮だよ。
It's like, I think we have to fight a dragon, and then... Yeah, we gotta go fight that dragon. And then we can have the concert. So let's go do that.
客が来る前に閉めるぞ。
Yeah. What she said. That's an eel. Tasty. I do like eel sushi. It's very good. But, the concert scene happens different in the English version, because in the English version, the way they, like, produce the song, there's, like, layered vocals. So it's like still obviously the same person singing, but like, you know how in like a lot of like American like pop and hip hop and R&B songs, you'll have like the person singing, and then you'll have like layered vocals of them like ad-libbing stuff, like little chants and just like little like and like a few of the lyrics of the song like thrown in. Well, the English version has that, and so they actually re-animated the scene to be reflective of that, and actually like changed like it's got like different storyboarding and everything to like make it make more sense with having the multiple vocals happening at the same time. But in the original Japanese version of the song, there's only like one vocal layer. Like, I don't even think it has like harmonies technically. What Yu-Gi-Oh monster is that? This one does kind of look like Yu-Gi-Oh monster. Not just a Yu-Gi-Oh monster, but like an early generation Yu-Gi-Oh monster. But so it's interesting to see like how different the cutscene looks between the English and Japanese version, because like I had only learned that like somewhat recently. Like, I had only ever seen the English version of the scene before, even though I'd heard the Japanese version of the song and I knew the Japanese version didn't have the layers in it. It's just I never bothered to think about like, how does this look different in the, because like if you're familiar with the song and you're familiar with the English version of the cutscene, it's like, if you think about it, the way the vocal layering works, like the cutscene wouldn't be able to work the same way if there's only the one vocal track. But so I only thought about it like a couple years ago, and then I like went to like seek out the original Japanese version of the cutscene before I was even playing the games in Japanese, just because I wanted to see what it looked like. And I was like, oh, they completely changed it for the English version. Like, it's completely different. I want to say it looks like a Spectro, but nobody remembers what those are. I technically do remember what those are, even though I never actually played any of the Spectro games, but I do know what they are. Oh, Robbie L., I never remember anything. That's the secret. That's the secret sauce, is having the memory of a bug. Whee! Oh wait, she's still poisoned. I should fix that. We'll finish this battle and then I'll fix it. I should probably check their abilities because she learned counter. So I should make sure she's still learning something I actually want her to learn. And she just learned her other thing. Okay. Ability. Yeah, you can keep learning. That is fine with me. You... Oh. Your next thing is an even more powerful version of counter. Yes. Continue learning that, please. He looks like he has a gorilla grip. I do love me some Yetis and other, like, monkey-based monster things. They're always fun. And a lot of times weirdly horny looking. Haste ring. We're not tall enough to jump up there. The Yeti. Yes, the Yeti does have a good design. Okay, let's see. We gotta go this way. Climb up on this rock and then no. Then climb up there and jump across here and then jump over there. No. Yeah, that guy. Yeah. Yeah. We already used some of her MP, so we'll use some of yours now. Go this way. And I feel like finding out how strong you are. I'm not dealing with you. Goodbye. Yeah. Kill it! Kill it! Kill the lizard! Does anyone here know about the 100 GF manga? I don't think so? This map is trying to do too much stuff with its camera. It needs to chill out. It's making me dizzy. Is this just a jump down? Yeah, I don't need a jump down. I do not believe I know that manga that you speak of. It does not sound familiar. I've definitely read a few harem manga in my time. Was never a huge fan of any of them except for the Tenchi Muyo manga adaptation. But that's because I was already a fan of Tenchi Muyo, which, in my opinion, is like... Tenchi Muyo is the one harem anime that even if you're not into women, you can still enjoy it, just because, like, the characters are just so likable that whether you're attracted to them or not, they're just fun. Dame Maru Papa. Perfect mix between comedy and horny. I'll have to look at... we need to erase Namimaru Cum Dump. I'm sure that's not the actual title. That can't be the real title. Oh no. Oh no. Literally a Chad, but a protagonist, but a Chad. Wait, what is the manga called?
私がいれば大丈夫。へっこんでないでさ。
Okay. We need someone to cure Pain's blindness. And then after that, you guys are just gonna do that while she hopefully... God damn it. This thing is way too strong for just a regular oversold enemies. Kamemaru is that one guy from Die Dark. Ah. So what is the harem manga that we're talking about? I'm about to run away from this thing because it's starting to piss me off. How's everyone's health? Riku's a little bit low. Not anything dangerous. No. I wish not to find out how bad you are. Yeah, like that. Like that, you... Alright. Let's go ahead and change... you guys to your appropriate jobs. Let's guess I'm gonna use a fucking ether. This is why I need to use potions more often, because I can buy potions, I can't buy ethers, so... Okay. I want to try rewatching Tenchi sometime. Yes! Do it. Especially if you watch Tenchi Universe, aka the TV series Tenchi. Because that one is the best. That one is by far the best. I had a Negima phase, I guess, though I don't remember how I got into that. I remember Mr. Takahata being hot, but forced into the background till the end. From the little bit that I read of Negima, I did like that one pretty good. That one was okay. It wasn't one of my favorites or anything. Oh shit. But it was pretty good. Item. Phoenix down. Item. Eye potion. Damn it. This is why I hate using items. shit. Oh my god. Yuna, save everyone. Fix everything. Okay. We should be able to keep everyone alive. As long as we play cheap like this. Oh my god. Why do you have to have an instant death of, like, just regular fucking attack? That is so fucking cheap. Oh, thank God. But yeah, Stan Die Dark, it has a dog spaceship that's controlled by a dog AI that has a tube connecting its butthole to it. And also, Jesus Christ. I'm surprised it didn't censor that. I'm kind of surprised it didn't censor that too, because that was sure a sentence. Okay. Item. No, I said climb. Okay. Now let's go do our concert. I hate it when RPGs don't give KO'd characters EXP. It is very annoying. Oh my god. Okay, no, we're running. We're leaving. Goodbye. Yeah, it sucks. Okay. I have a feeling... that after we do the concert and save, that's going to be it for the stream, and then I'm probably going to have to do some off-screen level grinding, because our girls are not doing so hot right now. So, let's hurry up and get the fuck out of here. Yay! I mean, nearly dies an experience, you'd think that'd count. Honestly, yeah. It is really annoying when characters don't get any experience just because they're knocked out at the end of battle. Because a lot of the times it's like, yeah, they got knocked out at the end of by the end of battle, but they still did a bunch of stuff up until then. So it's really frustrating. That's why I like when a game gives them experience based on how much stuff they did in battle, as opposed to, you know, just giving them a set amount at the end of battle, whether they were alive or not. You die in work, you get no money. Like if they like give attacks more hit and has an overkill system, capitalism. Yeah. I
気になることがあってな。客の間で派閥争いが起きてるんだ。
I prefer when they reward based on, you know, how much you do in battle instead. I think that system works a lot better. It's a lot more pleasant.
聞いてくれるといいけど。
ねえねえ、お客さんたち雰囲気変だよ。外の映像見る？
I'm back. Show was excellent. I'm glad you had fun. You got back just in time to watch one more concert. You're gonna watch our concert, because we're about to put on a concert in the video game. Yeah. Everyone showed up for the concert, but the two different sides of the conflict are fighting while waiting for the concert, which is completely against what the point of the concert is. The point of the concert is to unite everyone, but they're all fighting.
バラライ様がいてくれたらあんな連中に大きな顔させないのに。
ユージはどこへ行ったんだ。あいつがしっかりしないからスピラが乱れるんだ。
Where are the bouncers? They're off in the Bouncer, which is a completely different Square Enix PS2 game. Or, I'm sorry, Squaresoft PS2 game.
勝手だな。だよね。
しかし放ってはおけないユーナであったと。
それはまあ。
じゃあなんとかしよっか。
うん、やっちゃう。
大変ですよ皆さん。私はもうどうすればいいか。怒りそうなんですよ大騒ぎ。
Me.
お客さん同士で。ユーナさん、なんとかしてください。
任せなさい。スフィアスクリーンセッティング完了。いつでも開演できるし。
Licky.
いよいよだな。ユーナ、頼むぞ。
ユーナさん、頼みますよ。
Okay, hold on, we're gonna save. Just in case the game crashes or doesn't play the video or whatever. And then we will start. Alright. Is everyone ready? Hold on, I'm gonna remove what's his name's face. Move. Yes. Alright. Everybody ready? Alright. Dive start.
Ready, go!
It better not crash. I will be so pissed. Your predictions are always wrong. So thanks, Onyx. Yeah, hopefully SBT is correct.
1000年前、まだシンもいなかった頃、スピラが2つに分かれて
Anyway, I know that there's a lot of political turmoil on the Twitters right now, but I'm gonna sing a song and then we're all gonna get along, okay? So that's what we're gonna do now. And also, hopefully, it will help lay to rest the spirit of the girl who is currently living inside of this rock that lets me pretend to be a singer, who also is the ex-girlfriend of the guy who looks like my dead boyfriend.
この光を消したくないんだ。
So that's cool too. We're gonna solve politics and also fix the romance between two people who died a long time ago. And hopefully someday I will come to terms with the fact that my boyfriend never existed and is just a figment of the imagination of some people remembering one of the two people who died 1,000 years ago. This story all makes perfect sense. I don't have schizophrenia. This is very normal. Anyway, here's my song. Translation: if you bought special tickets, you'll never get your money back. This song is legitimately so fucking pretty. The English version is really good too. The lyrics to the... I like the way that they wrote the English language version of the songs from this game. They reflect the themes of the original Japanese versions very well. The game is kind of quiet. Hold on. All right, you're gonna hear a Windows blip because it's the only way I can increase the volume. Alright, hold on. Also, since like I said, this video is very different between the English and Japanese version, I might put the comparison video between the two on Twitter. So if you guys want to see how the two are different, you can check my Twitter after the stream is over. But God, I fucking love this song. It's so fucking pretty. Yo, is this Virum Rex? You shut your whore mouth. Legitimately fucking love that song. It's so pretty.
言うな。
大丈夫。大丈夫だよ。収まってきたから。
シンラなんだって？
あの映像はスフィア波の干渉じゃないかって。ユーナのドレスフィアと、スフィアスクリーンが反応して、ドレスフィアに焼き付いてた意識がスクリーンに投影されたとかなんとか。
だからどうしてそんな現象が？
僕まだ子供だし。だってさ。
レンだよ。彼女の思いから生まれた歌だから、歌っているうちに溢れて。
Again, what just happened?
映ってたのはレン。
So, like I was joking,
みんな待ってる。行こう。
So the spheres that we collect that allow us to switch to the different jobs in this game, because like, you know how I can, in battle, I can switch from one job to another. They're the same spheres that existed in the first game as like recording devices that the characters could use to like record video and like take notes and stuff. But the thing is, they're like magical recording devices. The way that they record things is like basically those pyroflies, those like magical little flame thingies that you see all over the place, like when you defeat monsters and stuff. The spheres contain those. So like when you record a video or you record a message or whatever, it's not just an image of you. It's like a spiritual imprinting of you. It's honestly very heavily influenced by like Japanese like spiritual beliefs about like Shintoism and stuff like that, and like Taoism and stuff. So the sphere that we have that allows us to change into the songstress dress sphere used to belong to this woman named Len, who lived thousands of years ago. And so when Yuna was using the sphere and was putting on the concert, she was temporarily possessed by like a ghostly apparition of Len. And as that happened, Len was singing about how sad she was to have lost her love, Shuyin, who is the guy who looks like Titus, because he's the actual person who Titus is supposed to be based on. Because if you're familiar with the plot of Final Fantasy X, Titus isn't a real person. He's a person from a fake dream Xanarkand that's based on the real Xanarkand. And so Titus never actually existed, but this guy Shuyin did. And so Titus is a dream version of Shuyin. So that's why Shuyin is into Yuna, because he thinks Yuna is Len, because she has Len's sphere, so she's like giving off her like spiritual energy or whatever. And that's why Yuna likes Shuyin, because Shuyin reminds her of Titus, because Titus was based on her. Wow, Baloo, you can't just say Titus has no rights. I'm sorry, he doesn't. He's fictional. Even within the context of the story, he's fictional. He doesn't have human rights. I'm sorry. Regardless of what British law might... Simpsons porn is illegal. Anyway, so that's it for today's stream. I hope you guys will join me next week for more. I'll probably do more Silent Hill next week, actually. But I'm gonna be doing some off-screen level grinding in this game. Well, maybe I won't, because right now we're on the ship, and I'd have to watch a cutscene. Well, hold on. Okay, we're gonna get it to a point where I can actually leave the ship, and then I'm gonna save.
慣習はみんな聞き折れましたぞ。
みんなの気持ちが少しでもまとまればいいんですけど。
まとまりますとも。つまらん争いにかまける愚かしさや悲しさに誰もが気づいたことでしょう。 開演前にいがみ合っていた連中も手を取り合って泣き出す始末です。かくいう私も袖を絞りましたわ。レンが打つ。
I do like the pattern on your outfit, old
レンを
man.
知ってるの？
Even if when you talk it makes me sad because you never shut up.
レンとはおよそ1000年前ザナルカンドで
Anyway, he's kind of explaining to them what I was saying about Len being a person who lived 1,000 years ago because they also don't really fully understand what happened during the concert. They're just like, why did that happen? Who was that bitch? Why did she kind of possess Yuna? And what is the connection to Yuna and why does that guy look like Titus? For some reason, anal beads sound tasty to me. Don't eat anal beads, please. Please don't do that.
それでもレンはザナルカンドを守って戦う覚悟を決めていたようですが、どんな手を使ってもレンを死なせない、そう考えた人物がおったのです。レンの恋人だった若者です。
Yeah, just eat rocks like me. Don't eat rocks. Onyx is broken. Do not eat rocks. Do not listen to Onyx. Onyx is wrong. Onyx will tell you to eat rocks. Do not eat the rocks. Like I just immediately thought of those candy apples in summer festivals. I don't think that's what anal beads taste like. I'm sorry, don't eat the anal beads. Hello, Misharu. I'm sorry. Why is everyone showing up while we're talking about anal beads? This is 2 times during this stream where we have been talking about anal beads, and then someone shows up.
レンを守るために敵から奪おうとした兵器ってのが。
This is twice.
ベグダガン。
2 different times, and there was like an hour time period between the 2. How did you guys manage to pull this up? What is wrong with the chat? My chat. What is wrong with the people who populate my chat where this had to happen twice during one of my streams?
悲しいぐらい伝わってきて。 それだけで十分だ。
Gems do look like candy apples.
レンもそうだったのかな。好きな人が最後
Here, Baloo, have 2 nickels.
守ろうとあがいてくれたんだ。
This really is an embodiment of the it would only be 2 nickels, but it's strange that it happened twice meme. Baloo, just look at yourself, now look at the chat. I know, I'm sorry, it is my fault. I present myself like this. I knew what kind of audience I was gonna draw, but still a lot. When I studied abroad in Hiroshima, my friends and I were eating at a Mr. Donut, and my friend compared the appearance of the mochi donut to They do look like anal beads, though. They genuinely do. I've never had a Mr. Donut. When I went to Japan, I mentioned that I wanted to try a Mr. Donut. And the guy who I was with, straight up told me that he's like, no, you don't want Mr. Donut. Mr. Donut's trash. And I was like, oh. I guess I'll just take your word for that. So I never got to try them. I do want to try it though. Local Asian supermarket now sells their own mochi donut. Oh, I do that. I'm jealous.
信じられないし。すげえ機械だぞこれ。こんなのが広まったら世の中も変わっちまうな。
Gipple.
これ作ったやつ天才だ。
Kinda always saw mochi donuts like gaping bee holes, actually. Yeah, honestly, that's a pretty good analogy as well. I want to know what they taste like, though. I like mochi. I liked most of the mochi stuff that I've had, so I have to imagine I'd probably like mochi donuts. Some of the places here in Vietnam sell mochi ice cream too. Yeah, mochi ice cream is fucking good. Simply called mochi nut. Okay, they're just asking for problems now. Haha, who's mochi and why does he nut? So this is what the furries are all about. They're less overly sweet and they're more very chewy. I like the chewy. See, that's a thing. The reason I like a lot of Japanese sweets is specifically because they're not overly sweet. Like, they're just sweet enough without being overwhelming. So... God, I love LeBlanc. LeBlanc is like if Bayonetta was a fucking disaster. And honestly, that just makes me love her even more. Like, LeBlanc is my Bayonetta, because she's Bayonetta but trash, and I love that. I like green tea, tastes nice. Had one too many from a mochi nut in my town. LeBlanc? Yes, her name is LeBlanc. Her name is the White in French. Lizardon. God damn it. I fucking hate you, Onyx. I hate that they don't show the Celsius moving like that very often because it looks cool as hell. American sweets are known internationally for having insane amounts of sugar. Not just our sweets, like even just our regular white bread and just normal ass shit. All right, guys. This is officially the beginning of the final chapter. Which means that once we get it to a point where I can save it, the stream will be over, and I'm gonna have to do a lot of off-screen level grinding because our girls are already not doing so hot in the battle department. Right, would everyone... Okay, no more cutscenes. Finish the cutscenes. Blue's bread must taste amazing with tea. Stop. I'd like to try that. Blue Wonder... Right. Balan Wonderworld is such a weird ass thing. Like, have you ever seen that video by Austin? I think Austin Eruption is what he calls himself now. He's gone through a couple different name changes, but it's like, I think it was him who did it. But it's like, he played the game and he read the novel and he did like all the other dumb bullshit, and it turns out that like the game is bad and the story's not all that original, but apparently like and this is how you know we're in the last chapter. Because now fucking everything is popping off now. Okay. Alright, now we can save and end this stream. I've seen a couple video essays about Balan Wonderworld. Gives me Knights with mixed with Miraculous Ladybug vibes. Yeah, I can totally see that. except they made like the completely like backwards ass idea to like have a really intricate story, but then like not tell it through the game at all. So if you want to know it, you have to buy the book and read the book. Otherwise, you have no idea what's happening in any of the cutscenes for some reason. It makes no sense. I have no idea why they did that. The bosses being people who have their dreams crushed and turned into monsters, especially as like akumatization vibes from Ladybug. Yeah, now that you mention it, yeah, it is. I'm not super familiar with Miraculous Ladybug. I only know it from I know a little bit about it from hearing other people talk about it. I never actually watched it myself, which is a shame. I do like Ladybug's design. Like, I don't know her civilian name, but like the main character, I like her design. She's really cute. Honestly wonder if Balan would have been better if it was structured like Psychonauts with the story stuff in there, obviously. It definitely would have been an improvement, because then you would have actually known what the heck was going on. It's not good. Alright. I will see you guys next week. Next week will be more Silent Hill 2. Also, we'll probably be continuing one of the things that we've been doing with Kage over on his streams. So keep an eye on my Twitter for my schedule for that. It should be up on Sunday. And also, like I said, I'm going to see if I can find the comparison video of the two different versions of the 1,000 words video cutscene. And I'll put that on Twitter in a little bit. So if you guys want to see how the two of them compare, because they are very different. The English version and Japanese version of that cutscene are very, very different. So keep an eye on my Twitter. Bye-bye, everybody. Thank you all for coming. Bye-bye.